Yo, what's up, Lucas?
Lucas, be quiet though.
Yeah, Lucas, be really quiet.
He's just turning around,
He's
confused.
no. I'm waiting for him to go. Wolf, wolf. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh my God. He got possessed by a machine spirit. So
it's ground
was-
soup isolation? Question mark.
so this is right. I have eyelids, so I'm gonna.
Hey everyone, we're going to be getting into another Creator Jam today. This one's going to be
Awesome.
about build battles, and basically we'll have a special set of objects or a special theme, and then people will be dividing into groups and then battling each other, and then I'll be judging the results. And how about you all on stream as well? Anyway, we're going to be setting everything up right now. We're just kind of in the beginning stages where everyone just kind of comes into the jam, hangs out, kind of shows off the cool things they're doing. And then from there, I'll be showing some examples and eventually talking about the championship or the Metaverse Maker competition. So I'll see you all and enjoy the stream. It'll be nice to hang out.
Yeah. So where the fuck do I go?
All right, let's get this going.
Like you just put that in there. But you gotta edit the you gotta edit something about the probability.
Oh no.
My
Sorry to
connector
hear.
is failing. Oof.
Oh man, sorry to hear.
There's something somewhere that I don't remember where it actually is called laugh probability.
Oh,
Did
laugh
they turn it in-
threshold.
Right. Oh, yeah, okay. That's the I just don't know the values anymore.
I love how I only have KK, E, ooh.
Yeah. Because the default laugh probability is a little bit too much.
Nice.
Testing.
It's really
Works.
awkward to yeah, we hear you now, Lucas.
We hear you, Lucas.
Hooray.
Hi, Lucas.
It's really awkward to test out the laughing because you gotta laugh to test it. It's like really, it's just like constantly like laughing. Everyone thinks you're like a
No, you have to have your evil laugh.
Sorry, like,
that.
I need to test this out. All right, tell me a joke.
Just tell me a good joke.
Be funny.
Be funny, gee. I can't test this out otherwise. Like,
There we go. Actually, I can see a smile.
that should.
The mouth becomes bigger.
There we
What
are.
was that one Final
Titus
Fantasy game?
laugh.
Where,
Yeah, the Titus laugh. The Titus laugh. It's so great.
This one.
The Japanese dub of that is even worse.
Oh
It's
no!
like it's
How could it be
wait,
any
hold on.
worse?
It's
Oh,
it's
boy.
like really fucking bad. Let me see if I can find it.
Yo,
I
what's
just
up, Jeff?
laugh Japanese.
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Good.
Our friendly neighborhood headset and hands avatar.
He owns it though.
Yeah, he does. That's for sure.
Yay. Okay. Stuff. Woo. Oop, that's hidden. No one can see that yet. Okay. All right. So we'll wait for some more people, but meanwhile, well, yeah, I should wait to tell everyone about more championship stuff. Oh, I forgot to bring in the image. Whoop. Yay. Get in there. Come on. Object. You can do it. I believe in you.
So Bean, I
see you
created
were
a new
testing the
prim
bench shape.
object.
Mhm.
This is my new
What's that?
prims.
Ooh,
It's
Ooh.
some basic ass temple thing I created.
nice.
Mostly out of prims.
Mm.
That's two cones pushed together. Jenna showed me how to do that.
That
And
looks
then
cool.
and then like these are just cones that are switched down to be triangles.
Mhm.
Mm.
So my prim knowledge is getting up there, Bean.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
Level up prim skills.
By the way, here's the Titus laugh in Japanese.
Oh please,
Oh,
show me how
yes.
bad it
Scene, so I
is.
have to like. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, it's so bad. That's so bad.
This needs to stay in world.
So you know that old guy? I can't remember his name, but he was a really good actor, and he was like, he always had like I can't remember his voice, but he was like, and I always talk like this or some shit like that. I can't remember who he is, but like when that guy always laughed, like that's how it reminds me of. I can't remember. What
You're
his
talking
name
about
is.
Gilbert Godfrey? The guy's like,
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, that
laugh. It
guy.
reminds me of a Gilbert
Oh.
Godfrey laugh.
yep. We'll open up a Gilbert Godfrey. Hello, anomalous. We're just waiting for more people to get in. Watching some bad laughter.
It does so much. Hold on.
I got this. Here, let's do.
What is the context of this video?
Huh?
What is the context of this video?
Ooh, that was not a good idea.
Just don't worry. don't try to find it. They'll come.
Ooh, that was bad for me to do. Oh man, crunch.
What's happening?
So weird.
Let's see.
Well, I guess that's not
so
supposed
tell me
to.
this video loads up.
be done
real
ever.
quick, Bean.
Oh
It
boy.
did. It
All right,
did.
this is Gilbert Godfrey laughing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Like,
God dang.
They sound kind of like crows or something rather than
Dude,
made by a professional crow.
Dude, I once had a crow like outside of my window, like he was making noise, and it literally sounded like just someone was laughing. It was super creepy. It's like really funny. Like it literally sounded kind of like that, and it was like super loud. Like all right,
There it
okay.
is.
That's really
Scared the
cool.
shit out of me because
Thanks, man.
like
Yo, what's
the
up, hey
window
mom?
was just open. Just like next to me. I was in VR and just heard like, like
No.
No, you're fine. Yeah, they'll create, put some logic on my mask for the texture, so when I click it, it
not too much
smooth
difference.
down to where it fades in,
Sure.
fades and then fades out.
That works.
Neat.
The icosphere.
Yeah,
That's still a really good one.
Ooh. Okay, I think we have enough people to start talking on what we're doing. We should definitely keep the laughter here. So today is going to be a little bit different than normal jams. You know, normal jams we have some theme, we build out stuff. You know, generally we're still building out stuff, but what's going to be special is we'll be doing it kind of competitively against each other. There's no prize other than just like taunting rights. And let's turn
$7,000.
yes, all my money. And so, okay, I don't know why this rotates that way. All right,
Giving you problems like that? I could try.
there we are. That's good enough.
Pretty
Yeah. But basically, the theme, this idea came up from Purple a while ago, and I've been trying to wrap my head around a way to do it well in here. I think I finally have something that'll work. We'll see. So let's check out. Which one's the one that's good to look at? This one. And this is the one I think that's a good start to watch on. Basically, we start with, well, I'll kind of talk through as we're watching. How y'all doing today, by the way?
Good.
Is it?
Good.
Is it?
I'm doing pretty good.
It was alright. The
Uh,
video is not playing
No,
on
it
this
isn't.
end. It's a,
No, me either. Let's just try a different one to see what happens.
I lost my frames for 5 seconds. I assumed it was the video loading
Oh.
on my my
No,
machine.
there, that's loading.
There you go.
Cool.
Let's see this one.
Everything
Oh, no, this one's awful.
turned out pretty
I didn't want to show that one. Of course, it's not going to.
this one's awful.
Well, it won't do the what we.
That's real shit.
I
I
know,
did
right?
watch one of the 3 that you put on the Creator Jam Discord. But
Mm-hmm.
Man, someone did his
Bro,
homework.
what's going on with my thing? What the hell? What the hell, internet?
Come on, you
What
can
is
do it.
wrong?
Let's see what happens if I skip it.
you were just suddenly very far away, that's all. You're, in
Weird. Let's try
like
this
halfway
one.
to the moon now.
It appears like I'm moving
minute.
constantly away from the server.
Well, while it's trying to load, I'll bring in
Charging,
something else
yay.
that'll make it easier.
Uh,
If it, of course, technical difficulties.
I should only be having like 40-ish.
Oh.
Like, this is literally in the
playing.
neighbor country. This
Okay.
doesn't make
Oh.
sense.
We're free to be creative with it.
Okay. Oh. So what they do, this is essentially their style is going to be different than us. They would pick.
Kit we'll be using is this public domain tile set for the game Dungeon. Today I'm joined by Stuffed Wombat, Blood Machine, and Salman Shuri.
This
The
one's going to be
art kit we'll be
okay.
using is this public
Hell yeah, my boys.
So,
Yeah, boys.
so the,
To recap the rules, we each have 48 hours to make a game.
We're not having
and
48
they don't have to
hours,
be
3.
consecutive hours.
3 hours.
We can use any copyright-free music, sound effects,
Yep,
or font
that's true.
Ooh.
And we must use the art kit for our game's
And we'll be
visuals,
having
but
our
we're
own
free
art
to be
kits.
creative with it. Let's begin.
Oh, so we get assets or something like from.
Yep, I have some assets
From
for
you?
you guys.
That
Yep,
is interesting. That makes it 10 times more interesting.
Okay. Hello.
this one's okay.
My name's Josh.
Man, these are not my faves. I'll be bringing in some better
I'm
ones.
Definitely not way too late.
I have these all like all organized.
What the hell is that?
100% not improvising.
Yo,
something
Yao, you purple
on the
aim mob?
spot.
Nice.
So what I did, I was
Yeah, I
looked
put
through the
stuff on where I
assets.
can steal
I'm
colors.
gonna pick just some out at random that I thought
Wouldn't
were
it be
very
funny
interesting.
that we had like a certain
That's
rule
really
that
right.
like one model needs to be used at least? Like I mean, like a
Yeah,
very specific model
How do you do that?
like used in it.
absolutely. Yes.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
That's going to be part of it actually.
Every time I do,
We might do that for a later one. We have stuff like that. It's not going to be just one model, but you'll see. It'll fit.
This here have this tree. This tree needs to be in your scene.
Definitely,
Be creative.
definitely.
Like something like
I
that.
mean,
Constantly, because there's always arrows behind me. But
I assume we're
there's-
limited to using only the assets out of.
That's really cool. That's
thing you
really
provide,
cool.
right?
To fall asleep
Absolutely,
by
yes.
my monotone voice.
I know,
Should be,
totally.
Title.
And I guess I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
you're
lazy
right.
I can't look
to
Yeah, let's-
add used to that.
That's really cool and innovative.
There's
Thanks.
What is com-
Thought it was fun.
Can I push you off the
Awesome.
so right here.
Thanks.
Hey, Sizzle.
You got it, bro.
So you saw with that one, what they did is they started with the mechanic, then they built out from it and made it a story because they didn't want to have a level up system for everything.
Is that a Minecraft arrow?
And but we want to go to one that's a little bit more.
Oh, no, wait.
And this
Just
person
idea.
for the next one, I wish one of the others would load up because that I consider that one a much more inspirational, exciting one.
Using the
But,
arrows to attack
Man,
was
that's no good.
setting us
Ooh.
now becomes our weapon.
Um,
Very cool.
but that's okay. We can just talk about like how it works. It's not going to kill it to not have this. So this person ended up making
Is that
a
the
horror
Chad
type game.
pose?
A horror game.
Sorry, I'm paying attention.
No,
Whoa,
you're
that's
cool.
fucking tight.
And they
Chad pose?
made it using like the assets. Man, this thing. Oh, that's why.
drawing, but
So you can see it starts off with like.
I mean, the mechanics are open to anything, right? We just have to use your assets.
Yep.
You provide.
Yep.
Look at the tile set and come up with
Yes.
this theme.
So you'll have the
This
assets,
idea.
and I'll just kind of.
can become harder. Are you hard enough? Show me.
Yeah, that's the end boss.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
hard enough.
Yeah.
Setting us now becomes our weapon. That's very cool.
Yeah, you have to get armor, stuff like that. Hey, Jen.
Uh,
Welcome.
what? Oh, it's Sasuke faster. And I get hit in the end. And that was it.
I actually enjoyed this a lot.
And so
What is this, Dark Souls?
So I started
I'm not sure.
You mean Dark
some
Souls?
sort of,
Umbrellas thrown
this
in
is
the
super
middle.
rough stuff, rough notes
so I can,
that I'll be talking about.
basically,
We're
yeah,
right now watching a video, and I'm kind of talking about like how we'll set
what
up for
I've
this
actually made
and
in
kind of
the
show
past.
inspiration.
Firstly,
Nice.
that's
And so-
It's a
since I couldn't
90s
get
thing,
one
2000s still?
work
No, I
and
wish.
so on,
It's not 90s, 2000s. I
just
wish.
made the, Final Fantasy II style.
that'll be something
where
eventually.
the progression just
But
kind of
I was trying to find.
constantly
There's some game shows I used to remember,
do things such as adding max health
Yeah.
when you hit,
and so the theme for this is a build battle. Yeah, basically in the 90s and early 2000s, there was some kind of game show. I think it was British, maybe, where people would be engineers and others would build stuff like in real life and then compete against each other. Like it would say, like, let's.
So,
Nice.
it's sort of like Junkyard Wars.
That's
Do you
it.
remember that?
That's one of them. Oh shit! Damn it! I asked in the Discord, and I was trying to ask, like, hoping someone. Damn it!
Junkyard Wars was the
That's it.
jam,
Oh
dude.
damn! That's it. I was trying to figure out that forever.
Mental
Oh, man.
knowledge.
Damn, that would have helped out a lot. I could have tightened up this jam a little more. Oh man.
Dude, Junkyard Wars.
Damn,
was
that's it.
fucking awesome,
Right?
dude.
Right? Ah.
Because it's-
Damn.
I mean, the premise was that you're in a junkyard and you're building stuff together, but it was just like, yeah, so we're just gonna make this work with this crap I found in the junkyard. Like, what the fuck?
It's impressive.
Sounds like MacGyver the game show.
It really was.
Actually, it's
it-
interesting.
And it had like a really good like intro song. Speaking of which, I should rewatch Junkyard Wars again.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Darn it, I was gonna watch that for inspiration. Well, good to know. That'll be for another jam, I guess. Whoops.
Yes.
Oh man, I was hoping someone would know that earlier. Okay, either way, it's cool.
Nice job, team.
But I'm glad you know it because I gotta watch that. So okay, basically,
This one is small.
come on. Well, let's go to the one that's really inspirational over here. At least there's one in here I know that I think's pretty cool looking. They used these 2D sprites and made it into like a Doom or like a Wolfenstein style shooter. Come on. I know you're around here. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you.
This video player is a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like not liking anything I do.
It's not liking skipping things.
No, it isn't. Let's hit play and maybe we'll try one more time. Okay, we'll do one other idea. And then let's just get on with it.
That's why I barely remember Junkyard Wars. That thing was on TLC, dude. Holy cow.
There we are. I'm not gonna even skip around because if we do, we'll end up maybe not having it there. So, oh, that's right at the boss.
Around it, but it's projected.
That's
Except I made some
battle.
enemies.
Birds of the squid.
easy to design this
So-
thing.
Anyway, while we're waiting, let's just discuss this. So, I'm gonna be giving you guys a pack. We'll be separating into teams. Luckily, everyone here is pretty evenly matched, so we don't even have to worry about like really like.
It's pretty engaging. Say that. It does.
Like we won't have
really
one
not
person that's like
fun,
super
level
coder and
design.
everyone
I
else
think
is just
that's
like
kind of
first day, you know.
harsh.
It's a
Um,
fun mechanic, but
Oh wait,
I
let's
feel
see.
like the level design has
Yeah,
control.
my baby's first logic.
The combat's a bit unclear. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits here.
Okay, cool. We'll watch this one, and then I'll kind of talk about the rest of the kind of the
Over the arcade
extra aspects.
And wanted to try making a first-person shooter. I started by laying out a level by using a grid map with ground textures applied to cubes. Then I made a first-person character controller that moves horizontally only and can't jump. And then I began work on the weapons. I first made a simple mace melee weapon, and then made a fake 3D arrow using 8 directional arrow sprites that were in the pack. I combined that with a crossbow
Choir
sprite
metal
and some
music.
other sprites.
Insert
Yeah.
into Doom game.
After that, I made a
Insert
second
metal
weapon by
music
stacking
here.
extra wands together with
Jump, jump,
random
jump, jump.
sprites. Then for the last weapon, I made a sort of fireball grenade launcher with the physics sort of emulating the.
It just
Oh,
shoots
sorry.
like a triple.
That's okay.
Except I made some enemies.
But you guys get the idea. Have some stuff, turn it into stuff.
A kobold that has a fireball and chases
Hey,
you.
y'all have,
when it
like,
gets close to
sprites?
you. And I
Well, we won't
reused-
be using sprites. That's one advantage with this versus what we'll be doing is usually a tile set has environmental elements, props, characters. Like it has basically everything that we'll need. Unfortunately, a lot of types of asset packs don't have those sort of things. They usually just have environmental stuff and props. Usually, and because this is Neos, not really like they don't have things that are pre-made avatars and other stuff. So basically, that'll allow you to have a little bit more wiggle room with certain rules. Also, one advantage with Neos, though, versus some of this stuff, or some things they're using. So a lot of people are using Godot or Unity. Well, there's a lot of game mechanics you can just yoink. There's a lot of different things like, let's say, like a rocket pack, or like the deathmatch system, other stuff like that you're welcome to use in all of this. So there's that, and so you have all those things you can kind of work with. Let me get out my little bit of notes that are secret notes. Can't look at them.
Did you just wake up?
And so basically, what we're going to be doing is grabbing an asset pack. Then I'll have a mild bit of rules, not tons. And yeah, let's keep that right there. And then from there, you'll kind of go off either into separate worlds or in this world to build. It depends on like how you're building. If it requires like a special type of lighting and some other things, then you'll probably want to be in a separate world. But yeah, so just some things to think about. 3 hours. You have 3 hours.
3 hours, damn. Okay.
Oh, you think that's going to be good? We'll see. I've been there. Like, I know that we've done an hour before, and everyone was like, with one of those speed building things. Okay. I know Lucas and Anomalous, they had a heck of a time, like, with some of that. That was tough. So we'll see. We can adjust the time accordingly.
You have 10 hours. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, so we might do 3 build battles, and that makes it so people aren't dedicated. Like, so they can get in a group, and if, like, some people have to leave, which would be understandable.
That was the intro to Junkyard Wars, and it was the best, and that's why I remember the most about. Dude, this was like the best. It had like the most memorable entrance I remember, and then I put like a Junkyard Wars episode right there. They actually uploaded it all to YouTube, a good number of them.
I'll have to check those out.
Awesome.
There's one laying over there.
So.
Cool. Holy shit, is that King Cobra?
Hey, King Cobra. Welcome.
Oh my god, he's a turd.
So yeah, basically what we'll do is, if you're having trouble thinking of ideas, which I don't think you guys will actually, but if you do, I'm willing to help. What I was going to show is how different artists or different creators kind of start off. Some start off with the art style, some start off with the mechanic and play with. But I think we should get started with the first one, which will be...
I'm not sure what you mean by art style, because if we're building only from the asset pack, that is kind of determined for you, isn't it?
That's a good point. But still, actually, good question, discussion on that. So there is a way to alter the style. Like, you can start with that pack, but you could really change it up as much as you want. You could make it really loud based on the materials. You could completely mesh it up, like in certain ways. Like in one of these, the monsters they would use is they would tear apart the assets using Photoshop. We won't be able to do that, but you could definitely build out by like putting the meshes together, then baking them to turn them into some kind of hideous monster.
Ooh, that's pretty
and
cool.
So you can't really do any mesh editing in here, unfortunately. If you do want to leave Neos and do that, you can. You can add to the characters a little bit with some of the different tools. Inside here,
Next time.
let's look at this pack.
So it's like Discount Mario, is what I'm getting at.
Discount Mario. Oh my god, I think you've already thought of your all theme. Like Bargain Bin Mario.
It even has the star and stuff. Yeah. You can literally just recreate like Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64.
The 64 experience.
Oh, that's Mario. I'm gonna pipe.
Mario.
No.
So, but you can take this apart, turn it into some kind of horror thing. I thought of like
boy.
a bunch of ideas. I don't think I should tell you of them because that would ruin your own ideas if you really think it's going to be something. But it could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be a game.
Just so much in one.
It could be some kind of weird narrative thing. It could be something that's a social space you're making some kind of interesting tool that goes along with utilizing it. It could be just an environment. So we're not going to compare like two people making games. I think it'd be fun for people to find what would be interesting for them. And then let's see, how many people do we have? We have about like 10. So we have 10. So we could probably do three groups of 3 or 2 sets of 5, which I think the larger groups would be better, personally. So you don't think so? No, feel free. Like
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
because you just have to break people into different.
I would say the more like different kinds of contributions, the better. But like,
Well,
I don't know.
Okay, I mean, if you all think 3 hours is enough time to be able to turn this into like some kind of weird FPS or some kind of that monster thing, that's why like some people will be doing the coding while someone's setting up the environment and someone else is thinking the ideas.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's why I was thinking 5 on 5, so people could really try and crunch out because this is as I'm talking more and more, could cut down the time. So is everyone in for this? Is there anybody that's not going to be participating? So that way I can.
I'm just spectating because I like watching you guys make stuff.
Oh, sure. Cool. Okay, so yeah, let's
Spit the pipe, you know?
do you all want to pick the teams or you want me to pick you guys? I mean, it looks like you all break pretty evenly since everyone in here knows how to code decently. So
I need a plumber.
We can do it randomly.
okay, let's see.
For me, it does not matter. It
Does anyone
could
have
be
a-
random for all I
Let's
care.
figure out what's a good random generator
Oh
here.
my god, cat.
I'm gonna make sure I rig the system so I'm on Bean's team. We just hack him real quick.
So let's see.
That's
1,
just a-
2. Are you participating also, Jen?
We'll be team stick.
Cool that. That'd be pretty cool.
Just observing here,
Oh, yeah.
getting inspired.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
The plumber.
Let's see, okay,
I
then.
need to get back into Neos.
Heck yeah.
Out of the box, I'm triggered.
Oh crap! Before we start, I should mention one other thing. Holy crap! I forgot like something super important. The Metaverse Maker competition. The rules are out. So
Oh yeah.
all that good stuff is. Yeah, the Metaverse Maker competition is here. Like it's going to be happening on September 1st. And I brought all the rules and all the good stuff. Going to go over that. Not too. I don't want to be having a wall of talking at you. But basically, it'll start September 1st. Do not start any time before that. You can think about ideas. You can even form your teams. People can work on multiple teams. You can work individually, and you can have as many entries as you like. We had a lot of generous donation, and so we have a $2,000 prize total, and 30,000 CDFT, which is is a lot. 30,000 CDFT is a hell of a lot, actually.
That's a lot of money.
And
How
if
do you even get CDFD?
you get it, this is the stuff that's being awarded to people from applications and stuff. And so this was given to us by SolarAx. So that's the Neos company, which is Carol and Frooks.
All right.
There'll be official badges. So just like the badge you can see on here that I have and Anomalous has, that was an NCC contest. We'll have an MMC badge that everyone will get for participating. And then people that are winners will have like a special badge that shows that they're first, second, or third place. And then there'll be digital trophies to those winners that they'll get to keep and kind of show off. And Neo swag. So there'll be like t-shirts, buttons, and other things for people that are honorable mentions. Let's see. There'll be 3 different categories: world, avatar, and then pretty much everything else. I wanted to break down more categories, but the prizes would have been thinned out too much.
Yes, that's fair.
And so it's Gadget Tools Plus, which is just a catch-all of everything that isn't worlds and avatars. So each category will have a first, second, and third place. And those first, second, and third place prize orderings are $200 or $400 for the first place, and 500 CDFT, and diamond trophy and a unique badge, and then 200 second, with 3,000, and then 670. Yeah, it's a weird number. I had to with maths. For and 2,000 CDFT.
69.
I was going to do that. I was really thinking of that, or 60 or 666. But yeah.
The entire contest.
Yeah, different type of game contest altogether. Yeah, dirty jam. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's a different. It's more like a KY jelly. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I had to.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with the detail.
Yeah. Anyway, so well, the kind of the ordering of events we'll have an official like a kickoff on the first, where everyone will gather together. We'll kind of go over the stuff again, and if there's any type of questions people have been having throughout, then the end date, people will need to make sure to have MMC tagged on their world, because you'll, even if you have an avatar, you'll put it in a world, tag it MMC, tag avatar, and then save and submit it publicly, and then we'll go in and judge that. There'll be at least three. There are already at least 3 judges. I'm working on some guest judges. Those will be a surprise right now. If I can get at least one of them, that'll be really kick-ass.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I participate in that case.
After that, when it's turned in, there'll be a voting judging period where there's going to be 49% of the vote will be audience participation. So we'll have a method for people going in and voting on avatar, world, and other. And basically, they'll that'll be totaled up as part of the percentage, and then 51% will be the judges. And then after that's over, the winner announcement. So that'll be about a week and a half later. And this shows the dates too.
Cool.
And some general rules. Don't start to the start date. Sponsors can participate. The judges can't. So I'm not participating.
Rest in peace.
Right. It was fun. I did do the Neos. I did participate in the Neos creator contest, which was fantastic.
So we'll actually have a chance to win now.
You think they are fair competition, just make them a judge.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a judge. You're a judge. You're a judge.
Straight to jail.
Just the MMC rulings. Once you submit, you can't edit it. That's not surprising. Then this is if you use any assets, just credit the people that you're using. And don't use TurboSquid or CG Trader. They have crappy non-distribution licenses that don't allow you to make anything in here.
They're all personal license if they're free.
Yeah.
Usually.
And then no unauthorized copyright material. Fair use is allowed. So if you had something super memey or like something very funny, that's parody, and parody is fair use. But other than that, like if it's not really funny or it's probably not going to be able to be used.
Just be aware of your copyright laws.
Yes.
Gotta make it funny.
Make it real weird. Yeah, done and done.
More fair use he becomes.
I like that graph.
So why'd you think it touch Putin?
Oh my god.
And then if you're part of a group and you want to have a prize breakdown that's different, like someone says, I've been doing, more than 50% of the work, I'd like more than 50% of the prize.
Oh boy.
Everyone would just need to let me know beforehand.
That's gonna be a tough one.
That'll be fun. Well, it doesn't have to be. This is per group, so people can kind of work it out. Like ideally, I'd like it just to give the prize to one, and then they just disperse it from there. That would be a lot nicer and
We were
easier.
in a group, but honestly, it was all me. So
Yeah.
They only need mini deaths in the coming days.
So let's see. Some factors. Now these are considerations. This is stuff that I'm personally going to be biased on, and that I'm going to encourage the judges to be biased on as well. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily has to be this way. Some people might make original works that they don't wish to have distributed in any way, that they have spectator perms so people can just look at it. That's totally fine, and I respect that. But as Creator Jams are very much open source and encourage that, that's something I like to encourage for the competition too. But I don't want to leave other people out. Building from scratch definitely is much more encouraged than something that would be just a complete kit flip. I didn't put kit flips as anything against the rules because I figured there might actually be some special uses that people make stuff that could make sense. But obviously, if someone had built out an entire world, crazy sized world and everything else, everything from their head, lighting, texturing, models, everything else, certainly has to have a little bit higher standing than someone that grabbed an entire environment that's already been UV mapped, textured, and everything else a lot beforehand. And then all the assets that, if people make them all public domain or Creative Commons attribution, that's definitely a little bump in my book as far as like that kind of gift. And then I already talked about the voting. We'll be judging on creativity, skill, uniqueness, usefulness, and other qualities. So these don't necessarily have to be worlds. They could be cool, useful tools. They could be interesting effects. It could be a film that you make inside Neos using Neos as the set. It could be music video, you know, all kinds of stuff. So really, you can really think outside like what you think would be the normal things that would be submitted. Hello, welcome to Creator Jam.
I'm gonna need your dancing skills, please.
Yeah, definitely. It could be like a whole dance off.
Please.
I'll fucking Fortnite dance for you, don't worry.
No shit, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get Beamed as a judge.
Man, this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, bribe the judges.
Can I propose Beamed as a judge?
Three things, and I'm gonna win first, third, and seconds all together.
Underneath Beamed 1 and Beamed 2 account.
Yeah. Why did Beamed vote 15 times? Beamed 5165.
Cooler beans, even cooler beans, other cooler
Not
beans. Totally not beans.
Warmer.
Okay. So let's get started on this competition. So you have the asset pack. You can use.
I have a question about your asset pack.
Yes.
Can we apply textures to those objects, or do we have to use the
Absolutely.
materials that are on them?
You can tear these things apart. This is just the base. Just like in these, it was just the base material.
Well, I meant,
Oh.
can we use textures that didn't come out of those objects, like
Yes.
the Neos Essentials
Yeah,
textures?
you can use textures that didn't come out of the objects. Like these objects are essentially just some kind of weird template. And from there, you can use different textures. You can take these apart in a separate program and turn it into something else. This could be some kind of weird horror thing where these end up turned into some kind of monsters. And that you're fighting a monster, like it's a monster battle.
Trees' faces.
Yeah, absolutely. You can retexture.
Give everything a face. That'd be creepy.
And they all look at you. Ooh.
Oh no.
I am finding weapons in your texture pack, so...
What cat?
In my texture pack.
Yes.
What is this from?
I'm actually talking to my actual
That's
cat.
out of your texture pack.
Out of this?
Yes.
Where?
Trees, trunks.
Oh yeah.
Things.
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely, yes. This could be a shooter. This could be like just a scrolling shooter. You could turn these into ships, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, basically, you can make it some kind of narrative. Anyway, so you'll use this. You can use other avatars. Since there's no avatars in this, you can. You need to make your own weapons. Let's see. And you can use any code or any mechanics from other stuff completely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And I'm guessing sounds is just gonna be like a whatever.
Yep, sounds or whatever, music's whatever.
Okay. Cool.
All are good. So, does anyone have any questions? And you're always welcome to keep coming back to ask me for things, but as far as questions, but I'm going to try and make sure if you do, that I let other people know if it's something especially other people would want to know.
Yep.
Understandable.
So
Okay.
let's break people down into groups. Does anyone have a good way to break it down? I was going to just like separate by picking just based on But
I haven't picked numbers.
Your knees.
yeah.
Madrid, I made this.
Oh, you're awesome.
Ah,
God, Lucas, you
this
can kill it. Select a random user. Okay. So, all right.
I'm kind of up.
Let's.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, I'll
okay. Let's have two
I'll
sides.
have more space for this.
Let's make a.
West side, east side.
Let's make it. We might as well use some of these.
Backpedal.
Yoink.
Also, hello. I haven't seen you in a while.
There's question mark. Oh, hey, Rue. Hey, Perp.
Too much for Bean.
Hey, Purple.
How many separate groups are you doing?
Two. Let's see. We have now 15 people, but I think only about like 5 of each is going to be participating. Rue, will you be participating today? You think? It's going to be a build battle for about 3 hours per. It is.
We don't know yet. We just have to use those assets.
You have to use these assets. Then you can use any type of sound effects, music, as long as it's copyright free, and you can be anything. It can be something.
Let's just really, really crappily rap into the mic, and that's the song.
So let's see.
Making the pizza. Making the pizza.
So Purple Juice, are you participating today?
Spreading the cheese.
I don't know if she is.
Hey Perp. Hey Perp, are you participating today?
Was heard.
Oh, sorry.
Are you participating today?
I guess.
Okay, it's 3-hour build battle. Remember that one thing you sent a while ago that was the 4 different creators building based on an asset pack?
Sure.
Okay. Well,
feel confident?
okay. I'll put you over into. You're under the question mark. You're in the question mark category. That's the first team. First team's team question mark or whatever you want to call it. So if you walk over to the question mark, you're in that team. And then Rue, if you're participating, you'll be in the exclamation point. So
I sadly will not be able to.
that's okay.
Sorry.
No worries. Let's see. I'm not participating.
We
I
have
just
to
came
do
by
it.
to say hi.
Hey, it's nice to see you.
Hello.
Can I be partnered with
Again.
Bean?
It's random right now.
It's random.
Mentalish,
50-50 chance.
Mentalish, you're over in the exclamation point. Yep. Jenna,
I
you're with
think
Purple?
Bean would win the battle.
Gina, I mean, sorry. Gina, you're with Purple. Exit, are you participating today?
Question.
I think Exit is AFK.
No, he's over here.
This is, and you're welcome to kind of watch too, and we might have core people and then other people that are newer can kind of like just join whatever team they wish. We might do it that way. So,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
You get to choose.
Jeff, let's see. Let's see, who did I do? You're with Mentalish? Jeff? Is Jeff still here?
He's over there. He's handling.
Oh, hey.
Minor latency
You're with
for a moment.
Mentalish. Welcome, Magano.
think they're also AFK.
Anomalous, you're with Purple.
Hufflepuff.
Short hop.
Hufflepuff or Gryffindor.
Okay.
Zizzle, you're with Jeff. Monsoon, you're with Purple.
Oh.
You're with yourself.
Question team.
Lucas, you're with Mentalish.
This is ridiculous.
Oh God.
Oh, the question mark moved.
It's up here.
Are you the last experienced person left, Bean? You're with Purple then.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm. So
Yes.
there we are.
We're a team.
Oh man, you guys are gonna kill it.
We're super OP. I feel bad.
Okay.
Oh.
What team's OP? No way, you guys.
Lord, I got like a 3D modeling. We got the fucking Logic's champion.
No way. There's
Lucas
it's good teams. Yeah. Yeah, Lucas is Zizzle. Like it's. Hey, Roxy Boxy, welcome.
We can't like. What is it?
So everyone might want to start getting into flatties. We're getting to a crunch point.
Sorry, what was it?
What?
You want to get into flatties, everybody? Flat avatar. Oh, I clicked mute and yelled, hit chat and hit mute. Never mind. Sorry. Everyone wants to get into flatties. Oh man, my life.
Can we shout? A broadcast. I don't know.
Yeah, just make sure to get in flats, everyone. Okay, so you can either build inside here, but you probably want to build inside a separate world if you're gonna. utilize like separate lighting and everything else. If not, then I would move to different sections. Those of you that are just coming in, we're having build battle. We're getting started. And now, actually, we'll make it 3 hours and 15 minutes from now, or around that. So,
Yo, okay. Who's gonna spawn the world?
and so yeah,
What time is it? Shit. I gotta eat soon though.
I can guess, I guess.
3
Yeah.
hours.
That's okay.
Won't really hurt
Don't worry, we
anything.
can
Not the
take
right
shit.
button.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. And so,
We can take shit.
those of you that have modeling experience or are on desktop, you might want to tear apart some of these. You can
Do we
definitely
wanna make like
mess with these models. We can't do that so much in Neos.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
question.
Well, did we want to start in like a pre-made like world, or we just don't want to do like a grid space?
Yeah, just flat.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can't use anything
gonna
except
host
the
it.
assets from the pack. So
yeah, just make it.
You can.
Oh, shit, so my
I'm glad you said that.
is basically
you,
useless.
Oh, you can edit the things.
tear them apart and remix them. So if you want to take them out in the blender or whatever,
Yeah, we're.
make them into
Make
How you doing,
them
Roxy Boxy?
4K texturing.
I'm doing good. I've never been to a creator jam, so I'm just gonna stand here and watch people.
Sure. You might want to even jump into worlds. This is a special one. Normally, we kind of like have a theme. We build out and together in the world. This one, since it's kind of a competitive type, it's a competitive type of
Yeah,
thing.
battle.
Yeah. So each group now it's separate. They're going to be. Oh heck yeah!
I was finding
Cool.
weapons
Think
in
you're
the
right.
asset pack. I don't know why.
I mean, I made something, but it's nothing to do with creator jam.
No worries. And if you're wanting to participate, you can, but you don't have to. I'd like to see it.
There's like a Mario.
Sure,
There's like
okay, let me write it out.
Chew coming out of his mouth.
Or his, no, his lips.
Send my public
His lips
folder.
look like the freaking tube, so you go.
We can probably separate
Yeah.
You make the sound and
Here's a
everything.
session.
A session.
Oh, that's nice.
So just hit refresh content, and you might need to click allow.
And what does this take me to?
It doesn't take you anywhere. It's just an
Well,
API.
No, I mean, where's the API? Like, is it your server or what is it?
It's my server. My server, yeah.
Okay.
From sound of it, at least moves in.
There you go. Now the list is updated.
It's all
I saw
separated.
the so when this is in a world,
Mhm.
it'll actually see who's in the world, put it into a database, and then obviously the database counts the visits of the total people.
Nice. So it basically
puts it
gathers
all into a
information
list.
from Neos as far as it's
Yeah.
nice.
But I'm gonna make it more so like you press one of these buttons, it'll have a world list. So the world list will be populated by user created content. So like you can paste your world ID in, and it'll appear on a list. And then if you want to go to that world, you click it, and it'll res a world up here.
Nice. Like a vending
Same
machine. I love it.
Yes, same with public folders as well.
Nice.
Anybody can, because I'm making it so anybody can submit their world and their public folders from this terminal
Mhm.
in any
Nice.
world. If it's in a world, you can do it.
You might also be able
So-
to utilize the world browser and just have all that data will be inside there that you're able to pull in. Welcome, Fallon.
I will be using the Neos side of things as well for like screenshots of the worlds, because you got the session ID.web.
That makes sense.
The image.
Trees, hills.
Yeah, I'm going to be happy when it works.
It's not hard to do a request to Neos for all of the data of each world.
I don't know about Neos's. I don't know if Neos uses an API, but I've never dug into that. So.
Bitman was working on Neos.js, so if you're doing it in Node, you can actually, he made a dependency called Neos.js.
Yeah, I have a Node.js.
And
This is all a Node.js web server running an API.
And you can actually get some data. I was actually redoing it in TypeScript to make it more optimized, but then I have other projects. I'm working on a game, and so.
In Neos or elsewise?
Elsewise.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, it's not on an official domain yet. It's on my external domain and a port number, but it will have a domain, and there will be a web panel on it.
If you want to be easy, just go to Freenome, and you can get a free domain.
I've got a domain. I've got Roxanne.cloud, which I'm going to put on. But it's going to have a web interface, so the web interface is going to be special. I don't know if I'm going to make it on the web interface, make it on a facet. Because in the database, if you wanted, you could actually search for a username and see what worlds they've been in.
Or chairs.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking making it a facet so you can type, so you can do local user thing. So it'll show you where you've been and what world you've been on a facet in your HUD.
Okay.
Things like that.
That's cool. It'll be nice to see more and more of this kind of functionality, certainly.
Oh yeah.
You can
yeah.
the pipes into something.
And I'm working on a wave. I basically am working on my own compile, or not. It's like assembly language for
You can also probably
components
take apart some of these,
on a game
so
op.
you
So
can
basically, it will. I will have the completability of you can connect components together and
part of the tree.
do it all through one string, and basically be able to go from an external program, do all the logics there, but then move all your logics to be one game object and not be using multiple game objects. And could be and you could never unpack that logics node ever.
What in the world would this be used for?
I know. I want to actually secure this because obviously, not really much security can go behind this. I might make like an API service for it. But what I'm thinking is because there is something in Neos that you can do. There's a thing what you can do with it where if someone unpacks our logics, it destroys it.
Well, yeah, but you can also do a string. You can store a string inside of the asset space, and then it will.
So what are you all thinking so far? What's
We're just kind of brainstorming at the moment. Looking at what we've got.
Blocks of metal to work with.
Oh, okay. So you could possibly have different mechanics going by, like metal could respond to a magnet tool or something. Or if you wanted to move things around.
What you do is, do you know impulse receivers?
Yeah.
You basically, all you do to unpack it, if you needed to, is you actually send a dynamic impulse to it.
Got some arrows. Would these be rotatable, I wonder?
And that's how you just do a random string for protection.
Are they separate?
The issue is nothing
Hi from the back. Things are going great. How are you?
the logics
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the
there's
game
a lot of
object
things.
itself and not even need to unpack it.
Well, the
The
competitions are just starting.
The
They're brainstorming.
paint is
To be honest, even
The first team. Oh yeah, what do you guys want to call your team?
the components there, you can read it still.
oh no.
Well, going by the box, we should probably call ourselves Not.
Be a headache to
Team Not? Or just Not?
Not a team.
Not a team. Not a team. Okay.
It's like KNOT.
So I'm also having it so when 30 seconds is gone, when
It's got all this paint and whatnot.
rendered out, it's gonna have
See,
a
man.
which is basically
There
gonna
we go,
be
it comes with
screensaver.
design.
It's gonna have text over top.
Okay.
All right.
To start.
I'm gonna jump to the other world.
But it's gonna have adverts on it. Because obviously
Oh, nice.
the image is going to refresh every 30 seconds. It's going to have adverts on it.
So we're gonna jump
So,
into
Basically, for
the
people in Neos,
the team,
if they've got like a world or
the
product
other
they
team,
wanna show off,
and see
they
how
can
they're
send me the image.
what they're doing.
Game you're controlling.
So let's see what they're working on. Oh, so they've already brought out all the assets to look at. Smart move.
Camera. Just put it in front of their face.
Okay.
We can make it so like when it's driving, it have the Mario
We
Kart.
just pulled out all the assets and we're thinking about what we're gonna do.
That was the thing I was.
Yeah.
Here.
I love this. This is fun.
Yes.
And this is my over the search
squirm.
folder. Look.
Nice.
Okay.
It's good to be able to kind of watch
Yeah,
while doing stuff.
yeah, I'm not actually seeing anything. Possibly because of my near clipping setup, but
No, so I have a camera right there,
So we have
and instead of
our
here.
team. We have
Yeah,
the
I can see that.
very Mimi skills
Sorry.
beamed.
Anyway, yeah.
Actually,
Another
everyone in here has a
idea,
lot of good.
another
Actually, maybe
idea
that's
I've
my
been
fault.
having is like, what if we make something like the
That's cool.
what's that?
It's
He has a camera portal.
yeah. So I'm looking through
I just see
this.
the purple thing.
Yeah, no. Look at the face. Look at the face.
Oh, okay, I see. All right.
This is how you do platformers if you're like in a thing. You know. Also, I
Interesting.
cannot get out of that.
Perpetual
This
out-of-body
avatar.
experience.
Oh no, you do. I know what you're talking about. That avatar. Someone gave Alex gave me a version of that.
To get into.
Yeah, here, hold on.
So
I cannot see my man.
You have found a wheeled vehicle.
I have an example of this you guys can
There you go.
use too. There.
Perfect.
Be warned, you'll never get out of that
what
avatar.
if we make like that
What?
thing like
Yeah,
what
it's
was
just.
it?
Here we are. This is the one with Clippy.
Could
If you do this.
this
Yeah.
program where people need to
So we can do
parkour
that.
and, like,
Is
they
that what
can
you were
win
doing,
something, and
Jenna?
if they lose,
Yeah,
if
pretty
they
much.
fall
Jenna?
off, they
Yeah.
don't get,
Yeah.
they
see.
get nothing. Basically, it's
well,
like total.
you
And
see?
good luck.
Oh god.
Here,
help
I
me.
put your avatar is right in front of you. Here, you can shoot it if you need to.
What? Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay.
You can laser point it still, I think.
I think so.
This is broken.
Probably has a different name.
Make a skate.
Shoot, you got it.
How do I sniper that?
It's ruthless. Yeah, it's a mean thing to do, but here, if
Thanks
you
for that. I will
here,
leave it
I'll
over
get
there.
into it. But can you put my avatar in front of me though?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what
It's,
they're
it's
playing
like
with on
Trust
stream.
Fall, except
So yeah,
in
now I'm
Neo.
watching myself. For some reason, there maybe it's because I'm using a camera. There's a weird square in front of me. Normally there isn't.
No, yeah, there's if you do camera portals, the camera portal doesn't render the camera portal itself because like that would just loop indefinitely. So there should be a black
It was
square.
like 26 degrees in my room, and
there.
like,
Ah,
there you go.
went into
There.
VR immediately. Went to 28. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't you have AC yet?
So it'll be interesting to see.
I've
We have a lot of good coders in here, a lot of creative people.
Yeah.
Both teams are really well matched.
That's not good.
I was thinking maybe we could do
That's the
like
thing
a
you don't
puzzle
want.
game or something, but I don't know.
Um,
Because we were thinking like it's too easy to just like do a platformer because it's very
Yeah.
obviously like discount Mario assets.
Totally. That's what it had enough variety. That's why I thought it would be good. I thought of about like 10 ideas, 10 or
I need to go global.
10 or 12 ideas that were like what you wouldn't expect from this. So, well, some of it. And so
So
I thought this would be useful.
we gotta decide on what we're gonna
But
do. 'Cause
heck yeah.
I think we're discussing it.
Yeah, you can come by and I made sure to save this world in my inventory, and I have a save timer over here to have an indication of how long it's been since I've saved. So
Oh, nice.
I can try to make sure because my machine isn't always the best at hosting, so I'm just gonna try to make sure
Oh, no.
I save intermittently.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I could also set up autosave, but I don't like doing that.
True. Yeah, I don't either, because then you make something that is world breaking and you just saved over it. I know exactly what you mean.
Oh yeah, it does that automatically on like my home world for some reason. Whenever I rarely decide it's like, I don't feel like opening up another world. I'm just gonna like do this here, and then like I like spawn something, and then I immediately hear the ding because I have this object hidden in my home world, and it's like really loud. So whenever it saves, it lets me know. So like I spawn something and immediately ding, and I'm like, I did not hit the save button.
Oh no! I wonder what that
It's really
means.
fun. What the world, guys?
That did not
Well,
fucking work.
I'm gonna jump back into main world, but this is gonna be. Ooh, I can't wait to see what happens.
Me
It's interesting.
too.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do.
All right.
Oh.
By doing an if statement and a DB query. Saying if this user and this world is already in the database, then just say the user's already added.
That's fine.
It
It
works.
works.
It's
Yeah.
quite efficient.
If you were to look at like sort of fine, because my like what I specialize in is actually networking, even though a lot of times people don't actually see me doing networking.
Let's see if I can
Networking's
get
fun.
this working.
Yeah. And it's sort of funny though because some people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna backdoor your bit." I'm just like, "Okay, go ahead, try." And I am somebody like I have rules I follow, like never trust the fucking clients. And also like I never give you an error. Like literally, it's just like, "Hey, you did something wrong," and that's all it does. It doesn't give you like.
Same to be
shit.
honest. Like on my list, you can actually my API is currently set up so you can actually search a user, right? Which is cool. However, it's not yet done because purely for the fact that when you type in the wrong username, it just returns some JSON saying status API online, as well as user
There
list,
we are.
the command user list, and that's it. Don't then send any data back. It doesn't say no errors or anything. Which is kind of cool.
You
That's the
do
thing.
have. You do have one thing you can do. Well, are you one? Just quick question. You are going by the user ID to request data.
Just the username at the moment.
Just the username.
Yes. So
You should use the user ID because there's an
Yes.
issue if two people can have the same username.
yeah, I'm updating it as well because I found out an issue. If you change your world name and it updates, it has duplicates of the world as you try and change the user the world name. So I need to put the
So
section
you need to
the
go
world
by
ID.
the world ID, yeah.
Yeah, as well. I'm only going to get the world name. The world ID is just going to be for the if statement to see if it's the same world.
Might be okay.
Jesus Christ, not this thing again.
It's still.
Best thing ever.
It's not scaled up a bit.
I did not want to go into my menu.
Let's see. Has Crater Jam got any more visits? Let's have a look. 16 visits. Oh, one more visit and Crater Jam will beat Empty World. Empty World has 17 visits, and I don't know why.
That's funny.
That's like
Is
the Minecraft blog.
Is this just people hangout? Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, I think every single
Yeah, there you go. Hangout, working, no weapons, visit 10.
Nice.
Here you go. Here's a present.
Oh, is this math?
It's math.
Yeah. 2 plus 2 equals fish.
Yep. Best thing ever.
Really like to snap very well.
Let's get this.
I've thought about actually making. I thought about actually forcefully editing the couple nodes. So then the plus node, you would drag it out, and that's what it would equal. It would force the integer to become a string.
There we are.
Mind you, I was like, that's a little bit too complicated for a joke.
Oh yeah.
The size of
Just
the
a bit.
levels are slightly different, I think.
Let's see.
Reset scale.
Oh, wait, so they get...
What controllers do you have?
Get the,
5.
parent.
Okay, then you can use it.
There's not no parent.
There's a bug with it because the Vive controllers have a slight bit of delay when opening the menu, and I haven't fixed that with my tooltip.
Well, I've got this one. This one works fine.
One sec, don't grab it.
I can open up this one and switch to a Logix.
Well, it's a menu. I have added menu. It's quite
Yeah,
like
this is a menu.
First.
Yeah, this is tool. Let me try.
Yeah, I guess. What, did you just copy the X and Z and then change the Y? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will never
Yeah,
unpack
that's the
that.
Y.
Like, I don't have it done, but it is.
And then what we're gonna do is look at what we'll do it over here so no one else sees it. We're gonna look at some of the other
I see. Yeah.
objects that are coming in that we'll be using.
Yeah, override
So the next pack we'll be using with this, depending on how long it takes,
That's cool how that
is
works.
I'm interested in these.
It does a lot of things, like the fact that if you look right
If we
now,
had,
if I
like, some
spawn in a
type of
cache,
puzzle,
it tells you what node you're
using
pointing
things
at.
the
to
Kenny
stop
pack,
something,
And also,
that's
and
right
it
now,
will be
do something and then
it was work. If it was
Yeah.
actually allowing me to use it,
all of these.
Run and
it
stop,
would
run and
tell
stop, and
you
have to
you could
push them
actually turn
to
it off in the
to switch
settings.
them.
And what I was gonna do is
Just
do
keep pause.
also have custom node
So-
support and build a node builder inside of it. And there was also
They'll be using
relative
this.
nodes. So whatever node you're
So they'll be
pointing
building
at
all
will
kinds
give
of
you nodes that actually
weirdness
look
that
for
comes
what
from
you're pointing at.
You could
from this.
actually add like a HTTP GET system,
And
like
then
an API,
from there,
right? And have it, and
we'll
have
be
custom
going
nodes
into
all
this
completely.
pack.
Well, the thing
So I don't think I have any images, so
It's actually sort of something. The project I'm working
we'll have to ode it.
is to make that project
Yeah, we
better
won't be able to
than
load it
all
in,
my
but I'll
other
show.
projects, because what it's allowing me to do is I can compile everything into one game object
Very random.
and have
And
like,
this one will It's very, very much like
things
super duper low
in
poly.
much smaller areas.
And this one will probably have the most freedom as far as all might allow other builds.
Mind you, I am gonna have to make a program in order to build things, not like. Because all I have here, literally, this is the input of the data.
So back from Black, you just joined the Discord server. Were you having a hard time finding it before?
I just realized I used the Logix tip.
Okay, let's see.
Oh. Okay. Text and base. Basically,
we want to
this
build
is
up
how
some environment and
this
see what
is
we come
basically all
up with from there.
my thing does. Is this is how it accepts input. So you basically have a constant string, and you have for each function is at, and then it goes numerically. So you'll have the first one would be at 0. Then you have one would be the level what component it is, and then one again.
And let's see. Let's bring in some goodies.
And then you.
And then we'll check up on everyone, see how they're doing.
I was also wondering the same thing.
So
And then you
let's
have, like, the name, like Fruits,
see from other people's points of view what's going on.
whatever, and then it gets ended with.
Yeah, I need to update my Twitch to have a lot more information like the Patreon and Discord channel and stuff like that. That's certainly something I need to get around to doing. Neos Discord, I haven't posted multiple places, but since I'm not like officially part of Neos, I can't really ask for any type of permanent location, which is kind of problematic. So I'll start posting it in the meetups group, since the event's pretty much one of the few events that happens, well, the only event that happens weekly, and so it'd be easier to find. But yeah, now have you been, Matt from Black, have you ever been in Neos, or do you go, I don't know if I've met you, and have you visited a jam before?
Of what it is in here, so you'd go down one item. So this would be.
Alright, let's switch to people too while we're.
2, 3, and that's how you select it.
Let's see from everyone else's point of view.
And then you're able to then select it, and then you just repeat that, and then what you can do is just throw a string in.
Okay. So
and you get outputted a game object with whatever the script did and created. Instead of doing it by hand.
So we'll look from Zizzle's point of view.
Like,
it's a dumb language to look at. That's why also I'm like, it's more of an assembly thing than anything.
Let's see what Jeff.
I'm not sure what the purpose of selecting the snap points is.
Yeah,
I know how to help them with this.
I must be missing something, because I'm not obviously seeing a way to actually make them work.
I can help them on this. Alright, I can help with snap points. What do you need?
Yeah.
Teach us the ways, or at least me.
Yeah, no, it's confusing. I didn't learn till maybe a month ago. So you have to select, then you have, I need to turn multi-select on, I think. It's, yeah, okay. And then you grab from the middle, and it should snap to snap. Oh, whoops. I need to do it here, secondary. Now it should work there.
Oh, you have to highlight them both.
You don't have to highlight them both, you just have to highlight the one that you're moving around. And,
oh, okay. I see.
And then, it's a little bit, but you have to have multiple selections, so you can, there.
I'm pretty sure this yellow sphere is hooked to your tooltip is the one that snaps.
Yeah.
You can actually change the name.
Oh, really?
It's not
No,
actually
that's
the whole block snapping. You sort of just got the top off.
For each one.
I've had it where you can snap. I've done it 2 ways, and sometimes, like where it snaps, it's.
The only issue is.
See now how it's not allowing me to move downward.
You're writing.
It's frustrating. There we are. Let's try. Come on. So, there, and then there.
Only do that once.
Come on.
Yeah.
So you could snap to here, snap to here.
Running on host user anyway, so it doesn't even.
You have to use the middle grab, which is really kind of frustrating.
The scales of what these are being spawned is very frustrating.
The scale, you said?
Why did I?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the scales of them?
Why did I import this all separate?
Like that. It's like clearly not to scale of the other edges.
Really? I thought these were all pretty.
It could just be how it's being spawned out of my inventory.
It is how
Did you reset?
It is 1-1. You just set scale.
It's one of those things where yes, it's motivated. Actually having multiple.
Really? Oh no! This should match. Interesting. The
In other games, like
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm snapping the wrong thing.
Let's say VR chat, it would actually make it more optimized if you're using multiple meshes.
I guess it's because of the rotations.
There we are.
Because occlusion calling.
Interesting.
Where if I'm looking over here, the meshes wouldn't be loaded.
No.
Set scale.
Actually be.
Well, I'd be able to fix that when thingy comes across.
Oh, that's awful.
Set scale. Hell, that one's big.
Well, what I was
They should all be
working on it, like, I was
matched.
working on an occlusion column
Okay, there we are. That's matched.
thing.
Or wait, no.
In Neos,
What? No.
like, realized
I don't want
how logics
to say
are.
I've given you guys a jank pack. That would make me
It would be
super
way too
sad.
much
Like I
noise.
could have sworn. Oh no.
That one's so big though.
I'm thinking about making. It'll take a bit, but I think I'm actually making. I think about making an array.
What am I doing? You can just have a key combination to
It's not supposed to
reset
be
scale.
possible.
So I imported them all. I thought it's same scale.
No, you can select more.
And you have to select corner and grab with the developer tooltip the middle.
I don't know if it's this tool or something's happening in Neos, but
So it'd be select and grab. You can do that. The snapping also works with rotation.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. I just so
Trying to reset the rotation. It's a bit off, but can't seem to do that. I
actually,
just forgot how to.
you know what? In the gizmo, they should have a reset on the gizmo. Like whatever thing you.
I thought there was.
That would be a really good idea.
Yeah, but I can't.
Like maybe a secondary on, maybe a secondary on the
two times
gizmo.
she'll reset.
No. Yeah, 2 times really quickly to reset. That would be a good idea. Time to.
Oh, it is actually like that.
Oh, what?
I can't get it.
Are you serious? What? Yeah, I can't do that.
What do you guys try to do? You reset scale?
Reset rotation. It's just a little rotated.
You're grabbing the top part, the green part. It's reset scale.
I have to run it locally as a local section, and
Well, let me know if you run into any more
Reset
troubles
this
with
top
this.
part.
It should.
It's like this
it was
whole
that
thing.
part.
Then
Oh,
reset
okay.
scale. Reset rotation. There we go.
Okay, thank you.
I also have some tools, but you'd have to go into another world to use these because you'll break this world if you're not careful with them. They're very experimental. Here.
doing things in the inspector without a user being actively doing it.
Oh, it seems tiny.
Do you want my public folder?
Oh, take care from the back. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we'll still be on for another 7 to 8.5 hours. So yeah.
Oh, this rotation is 0.
Set the target.
There's one of them.
I can do that via BM.
So the only problem is
And-
it's sort of a funny thing. If you know what you're doing with it, you can actually pull data. Mind you, they do have it there. It is a random UEID each time, but technically, if you
Where's
if
the
you have
other?
determination, you because there's no
There we are.
limiting on the
Here's
names
2
of
snapping
these, you can
tools.
actually go through every single combination.
Do not use them in here. They're dangerous. But you guys are welcome to them. This one's made by Rue and Lucas, I think you made it also, right? That snapping tool.
Oh, did I?
I think so, didn't you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, really? So it must be Rue and maybe Aegis?
I'm gonna make it like a light comes on.
And then this one's made by Business Lawyer.
Like a vending machine, like when you get Coke,
So,
it drops down.
I'll set them over here.
All it is if
animation.
if you look, you have the inventory link, but if you go to the button,
How's everything working out?
actually,
Still playing with props a little bit. I'm thinking, obviously the pack kind of lends itself obviously towards a platformery type setup.
For now, that's the obvious one.
Thinking about possible mechanics. Thank you, because you've got trees, so I was wondering if you could actually like have and then a whole bunch of wooden things. So I was thinking one could potentially have a chopping trees down mechanic to get wood to build things, but then you're turning a building piece of software into a thing that enables you to build more things.
No, that's good. No, that's good. No, wait, no, make it like a survival mechanic or something else like that. That's totally like being able to use this.
You could make it base building-y, right? Because that could be a fence if you turn it on its side.
Totally.
And
or maybe you have to feed some kind of machine or some kind of character that attacks each other. Like each person has two things that attack each other, and you have to keep chopping trees and putting them into the fire to make the thing, like something move to its destination. You can have it to where some kind of monster that attacks each other. You know, I don't know. I'm just thinking through, or each material. They give you each of those things you chop down allows for like materials to be building other stuff, like you were saying. Like different buildings or other stuff, almost like a lot of resources in third person.
Make an idle game.
A what game?
Oh, idle, like cookie clicker idle game.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Access line?
Oh, there we go. Here's your goal line.
There's a lot. I know it's tough, but you'll have about 2 hours 45, 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, and we might end up making it like 5 hours instead of 3 if worst case scenario. We'll see how both you all are doing in teams.
disabled. Well, it's easy.
But the time crunch is important.
You want to set the prefab disabled, not the. It's easier, so you can make your life easier to not have to do more logics. Is by doing this.
But if you all have any questions, I'm gonna stop by the other world real quick to see how they're doing.
Yeah. Then.
Alright.
And then now when you click a link, it'll just be like.
Oh, this is already turning into stuff. Are you guys having any problems snapping stuff together?
I don't think we've tried. I'm not snapping at all. I'm kind of eyeballing it.
You might be better off.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like it's liking whatever.
It doesn't merge well with Neo's snapping, with the like balls and the dev tip and
Yeah.
stuff.
Neos non-existent snapping.
It's fun to see the differences in teams and what everyone's doing. Oh yeah, what do you guys want to call your team name?
I just called it question mark team. Yeah, that's the world name.
Okay,
Question mark team.
Question mark team.
Question mark is a mood today.
Not a team and not a team versus question mark team. I love it. Team? Yeah, okay. Is that what it is now? Team?
We're like team, and then they're like team.
I like the colors with this. Though it does look nice. The lighting.
Yeah, it's kind of a clean pastel.
So what are you guys thinking about?
We kind of have different ideas of what we want, it seems. So I see.
Yeah, we just decided not to decide on a.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
So being like, I'm gonna make a place where we can put our crap, and then everyone else is just kind of like off doing something. Like, I see what the hell's going on over there. It was actually pretty interesting.
That's so funny. Everyone. Oh wow.
There you go.
I mean, Like,
Holy crap,
knowing
Gina.
how things usually go, it'll tie into each other eventually anyway.
Smack them together.
Yeah, just like a big mash up. It's like
We
a
end
soup.
up with like
The thing is, you
a
can't
little
go wrong
world
with
with like a
already
bunch of
starting to
things.
build the environment, right?
That's a good
You
point.
can't really do anything wrong with it. Like,
Much.
if we get an idea throughout, like,
Yeah.
staying still is losing. So if you're doing something, that's already good.
That's a good
Okay,
point.
what you want is... Oh, shit. Okay, there you go.
That
Nice.
kind of looks interesting.
It almost has like the Tetris-y type thing going.
No, it's Bomberman.
Oh, it's Bomberman. Holy crap, awesome.
I don't know, I just said something, I don't know.
It would be cool if, like, these
Actually,
layers,
that would be
move
cool
up
to
and
do
down, maybe.
Bomberman.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh god, what have I done?
It begins.
You said it now, bro. You said it now.
Here, have some pills. No, it's Dr. Mario.
Yeah, you keep taking it and it makes you speedier and speedier until you move so fast you just fly off the horizon line.
So yeah, I could actually put in a null as well. I forgot. Oh yeah, sorry. Purple, I'll help you. Where is it?
Oh, I gave up.
Already? That's fast. Is that a speed
Well,
run?
I just feel like I can't do anything because all I can do is make meshes.
You can't. What?
That's not true. You're good at coding too.
So,
not as good as I thought. Basically,
So
I was
if you-
gonna make like Assignment Says, but I didn't know how to make it so it'd pick random
Assignment
letters
Says?
and you have to, yeah,
Do I
where
have
it it lights up like different objects and you have to press them in the same pattern or else you fail. And every single one that you win, it gets longer and longer.
Yeah, I remember Justly
This
made
is
something
what
like
we
that one
need.
time.
Yeah. Anyway, variable.
You're welcome to change the colors and materials too.
Transform.
Actually, I kind of like them just
Where's
like how
the-
they are.
Oh, okay.
Where the variable? Oh, there's the variable.
Oh crap! Just
Action. Right. So
Well, heck
one
yeah.
plus the
Need to
string
see.
with like your random
Bullshit.
math.
So what's going on with you, Anomalous?
I broke the thing. It doesn't go up and down anymore.
I guess. I don't know. He's just grabbing blocks.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Maybe they're gaining
I'll probably
intelligence. The other ones are,
end
off.
up assisting other people's stuff. But
Can you walk on them already? Do they have collision?
well, that's what I was trying to fix because the colliders are really weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I thought I gave people
It's
a
like
decent
they would
pack.
pick you up, but you couldn't fall down again. So
No.
like if I stand on one of these, I get picked up, but then I just float in the air.
What's?
And I'm
Oh my God! Why are
sure
these
why.
colliders? Look, that's why. Look at the colliders.
Yeah, they're kind
What?
of weird.
Maybe they need to be removed and then Oh my God! I feel like I gave you guys.
I was messing with these a lot to make them go up and down, so that may be me breaking something.
And this is the iteration over one.
It might be my fault.
I don't know. Let's see. I'll open
I
it.
think
Yeah,
these
no,
were
the
at an
pack.
angle, actually, this was meant to be a ramp up. So when I turned it flat, it didn't fit anymore because it's not meant to be a flat one. It's meant to be a ramp. So
Oh, okay. Interesting.
4 was still grabbable. That's maybe
Parse int.
Well, I better jump back to.
Do it. For fuck's sakes.
Cool. This is shaping up.
floors
Nice.
also not character collided. So.
String sub.
Did I heart this one? I think I did. Cool. Oh, we got one new friend.
So yeah, the other world is over there if you want to see what they're doing too. Yeah, basically shaping up. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a big time crunch. I think.
So what's the idea of this one then? Like,
Sure.
I know you got to make your own thing, but what kind is it? It's got no limits, right?
In which way?
Except for using the assets in here.
Yep. Like for instance, like did you
So
see the
we
videos
can
that I
make-
had before, kind of showing some of that
Yeah.
stuff? Okay.
So basically, they're just making like their own little game or a platform.
They can make a game. It doesn't necessarily have to be a game. It could be like a social environment. It could be some kind of tool to use it.
okay.
I wanted to make it a little more open. It could have been a game and everyone, but I thought with 3 hours, you better be lifting someone else's mechanic or build something super quick because that's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
And then, but there is a lot of stuff. I mean, you could use the hook shot that exists, like the grappling hook, some of the rocket packs. Those could work if you're wanting to do those sort of things. It doesn't necessarily need to be a platformer. It could be using like turning it into some kind of deathmatch thing. Just using a couple of the bricks, maybe making some of the trees into some kind of weird weaponish thing, and using there's a deathmatch world from Probable Prime that you could utilize. You know, or,
You know what I'm tempted to do now?
What's that?
I think I might. Can I do? Because there's the thing.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I might quickly make a 2D game.
Yeah, you guys can participate if you want. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, go ahead. If you're like a one person team failing, of course if you want to. If you both want to, that's cool too. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a platformer at all. You can really make it way out there, something else altogether. Like I don't know if you all have done any baking, but you can definitely combine these up together and bake the meshes and turn them into something else.
I haven't done any baking. Oh, God.
Sorry, so you think?
Yeah.
That's my wake up yawn.
But if you started failing, you have 2.5 hours left.
The player actually goes through the pipe, not just teleports.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
It's saying to himself, that's enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
With the right background knowledge, you might be able to pull it off. Especially with some of the stuff that already pre-exists, using that. This is like a wrapper around that, and then building. It could work.
Is there any requirements?
Yes, the requirement is you have to use this pack. You don't have to use the materials in the pack. You can retexture all of these. The tri-planners will work if they're not UV mapped, which I don't think they are. It can be. It doesn't have to be a game. I wrote down some of them that were just some ideas. That doesn't mean that you have to use any of these. Like making just an environment. So it could be something that's a social space, narrative, stuff like that. Or you could be building a tool. It ends up just a tool that you utilize this stuff with. That you can now snap them all together with this tool, or other stuff like that. Yeah, and you can use any of the mechanics that are from other worlds. Any game mechanics. You're welcome to bring your own avatars in on that, since there is no avatars for this. And if you want to use sound effects or music, and the same thing with avatars, they just need to be attribution and can't be copyrighted. So, yeah.
Like track, like a
Okay.
bridge or something, which keeps taking from ones behind.
I haven't done.
Like in front of where you're running to.
I have an idea. That would be weird.
Sure.
What would be? Even though these are all 3D assets, I'm still gonna do a 2D game.
That's cool. We've done a jam with that, making things 2D. So definitely, there's someone made with a boss fight that you could turn these things into stuff like that. The Beamed made. Here, I'll get it out because it's just fun. Under the Flatlands Creator Jam.
The only issue I have right now is both my controllers are in the red.
Oh no. Is this it? This is one thing that Bean made.
Just.
You can't die from it, unfortunately. But it's a nice little thing. And then he started work on this in there. This isn't really much of a game. It's more just feeding fish. But cute.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just. I think you have a slight issue.
What's that?
I think all the fish are gone.
I killed all the fish. I don't know how that happened, but there we are. Gonna spawn fish. That's why. That's all. So yeah. There, that's much easier for me.
Actually.
So yeah. But if you go under Flatlands, there's a bunch of other good stuff too. And Gina has a good. I don't know if you want to look at Gina's folder.
Yeah, I have an idea of what I want to do actually.
Okay. Well, if you need
It's
any
not a TD
examples,
game. Yeah.
let me know.
How's life?
Life's good. I need my coffee though.
do you is I need to do that.
But did that answer your questions too, Roxy Boxy, about what we're doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's normally jams
when I
are.
get more knowledge, when I get more knowledge and stuff, I might actually take part in one of these one day.
Oh sure, you're also welcome just to hang out with either group and just see what they're doing. Everyone's super nice and they're willing to help. You already have a decent amount of knowledge, more than some and less than others, just by doing this right here. So I think you're good.
First thing I need to do is plug in my controllers.
Fair enough. Oh, it's attached to me. Is this supposed to be attached to me, guys?
Yeah, it's temporary.
Oh, okay.
Be happy. It was funny. I actually did creator jams, but actually of like the 2-week long creator jams.
Oh, nice.
The reason why I stopped doing them is that week I didn't get any. Every time that weekend thing happens, I wouldn't get any sleep.
That'll do it.
I still don't know how to do this.
Oh yeah, that's hard to do. Like you make that time like a diamond where both fingers are touching, and then that seems to work. I can't ever do
No,
it.
it's the issue of you have Steam controllers, so that your thumb moves slightly, and it causes it to. Oh, it's just Steam VR in general.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I can never do it
Your
either.
thumb. If you notice, your thumb gets moved slightly. The top hand's thumb gets moved slightly, and it makes it where you can no longer do the gesture.
See, like somebody
If
did
you-
it like this. Oh,
Well,
someone did
yeah,
it like
if you
this and it works.
If
I'm
you
like,
tilt
what?
your head, you can get it to work. Because if you look here, watch my thumb. So do you notice how it's flat? But watch whenever I move it this way.
Yeah.
It moves inward. And you need your thumb to be straight in order to do the thing. So what you do, there's somebody did a trick, figured out a trick to actually be able to do it.
Shit, this thing doesn't have.
It's weird, like.
I plugged in the wrong thing.
Yeah. Does it have colliders on it?
Should I do the big bold move and use the 20 amp USB charger?
I'll be back in a sec.
Totally.
Definitely.
Right.
There we go. This is going to be for some tester stuff. Doot. Doot.
It's funny because it's not meant to charge USB devices, but I'm like, it outputs 5 volts, it's fine. Or, fine. I'll be safe. Says that, you hear explosion.
Yeah, but
Any
it's
credits. And X.
Yeah.
Drink. There we are. That should be it. There we go. This will work for now. Doop, 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 doop.
Do 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 do.
This will be good for now.
Do 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 do. I fell off a bed. I've found 2 controllers that are not broken. Or 2 cables that are not broken. I have an issue of every time I'm doing things, I've gone through like over 100 cables.
What? Why?
Like breaking the end off the controller.
Oh my goodness, that's brutal.
Well, that's why you buy them in bulk. You buy cables in bulk from Amazon.
Or be more gentle.
Or be more gentle. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I have like the physical capability. Well, I could. You know what I could do? I technically do have 2 more controllers with me, actually, or 3 controllers with me, because the Vive trackers are charged. Is it gonna explode?
There's my optimized avatar. Just me dabbing.
The funny part is most of the time, whenever people are doing using the normal avatar, like normal hand, they're actually running. They actually tend to have more polygons than normal.
Oh boy, that's why.
The hand eye case for the hands are high poly count.
Yeah.
But it is more performant than full K.
Okay, so I have one issue.
Yeah, what's up?
With my idea. The idea of the game I want to make. Look, I did not want that to be on Max.
Sorry, I'm just creating my custom avatar, you know?
I need to make an entire physics engine in a tiny bit of time.
Well, that's too much. Like, what are you trying to do?
Pinball game.
Oh my goodness, that's outside the scope, I think, of the time frame. I don't think that would be very difficult. I mean, you're welcome to try.
I got my custom avatar.
All I need is gravity and velocity effect.
Well, with
you can
people,
apply gravity over different directions. Don't forget that.
You could do it with people. With objects, you're really getting into a lot more problems. Like you can make bumpers and other things that people run into, like a human pinball. You could definitely do that, or like a character pinball.
You've just taken over Empty World. Character Jam has just taken over Empty World.
It's actually really light for Jam today. Like compared to last week, there was some kind of major influx of people. We had 69 people come out, 69 people come out.
Nice.
And 34 new users or new to Creator Jam, which is nuts. That's not normal, which is good. It's like a good thing. There we are. Those will be good for now. Really janky.
I technically should be doing a ton of other things. Like I have a podcast to get ready for Thursday, and then I also have to do all the art for the podcast, and then I also have to complete. It's beautiful, darling.
Also, this is slowly starting to take shape. It's interesting.
Yeah. Did you check out the other World 2 exit?
No, I'm just kind of hopping in a little bit, just gonna drink my coffee and then gonna get back to grinding out the stuff.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I'm working on like SyncRef or SyncRef. What the fuck are they called again? Let me just make a new object because I don't remember what the fuck I was doing apparently.
So like.
I'm gonna delete it in a second.
Okay.
Dynamic impulse receiver with value.
Oh yeah. Do you need to get some of those?
I'm making every single one of them.
Oh no, you don't need to.
I don't need to. I'm just gonna make it. If somebody needs it for that one-off occasion, then
Someone's already made them all for people.
Really?
Yep. Here you go.
Yep. Here you go.
Probable Prime.
You've got a. Yeah, he hasn't done all of them, right?
Yes, I think he's done them all, or most of the major ones.
Prime, right?
Probable Prime. I think it's under Logics and Dynamic Receivers.
Definitely not all of them.
That's a good chunk. A large amount of the ones you'd use.
If you're gonna do all of them, there's 127 values that you can use with them.
Cool. Do you have a list of all of them?
If you go, it accepts every single type that you can put into Neos.
I was asking if you had a list. Because if you had a list, then I would.
If you go to if you go to the wiki.
I think the wiki's been added some of that stuff. I don't know.
Data type listed, which is Boolean.
Where's them people gone? Oh, they're still up there.
What's that?
Very
What I
quiet.
would do is you should
I was
just
like,
make
where are people up there gone?
you can just make a option for
Like
it
up
to
there, but
load
they're just
in
really quiet.
one.
Yeah, I
and
don't
you
hear
can
much.
just
They
have
must be
reset
really.
the
I'm gonna see
values
what they're
that
doing.
and make
Hmm.
life easier for
Let's see.
people.
Let's find
And
out.
just have it where you can change it for each
So it looks like there's a track builder. Okay, and I assume Lucas is making that sort of thing, or oh, interesting. Is this yours, Zizzle?
Yeah, he was like, oh, we can do it like this, and I did it. So I don't know if he has any plans for it.
How are you doing, Lucas?
I have no idea.
Oh no! So did you all figure out what you're gonna get into?
No.
Oh my goodness! This is
Yes.
Jeff. Did you guys figure out what you're gonna be working on?
Yeah.
Do you all need some inspiration? I can kind of go through some idea lists. This was during when I figured if people got to an emergency point, I could help with different thoughts.
100 and there's 100 and something. Normal.
So I wouldn't have given you guys a pack that I thought that would make it impossible. And so immediately I looked at it and said, you could turn these different objects here. Let me get it out so we can look at it. Like, turn these things into weird crops. Like, you could tear them apart and turn them into weird crops. It could be like a farming game. Or it would be like a monster maker that you're making weird creatures that maybe they do something based on different combinations. I'll open up a thing that I was going to use with you all, but it didn't end up working out. But it still is a neat little idea. So someone made a monster maker that uses different core pieces to turn into creatures, and maybe those creatures can do something. Maybe you can even use the pack from the Creator Jam that you worked on, Lucas, that's hex-based, that has those pieces. Maybe you just use that, and then these things end up being parts to make the game pieces that have certain types of qualities. These are just things that are popping out of my head immediately. Making the platformer point of view, which is kind of an easy one. Making it from a third person is more difficult. Since you can already have flying in here, like actual flying that's physical based, you can make easily a game where you're like a racer, or like you're flying racer, kind of like through pipes and other stuff. Like you could use these to combine them together. The grappling hook allows for different types of builds that you could make into like a different track or other stuff. Skateboarding game. There is this, like when we were doing the game mechanics, you saw you could use maybe some of this stuff for that kind of idea. And then maybe these different objects are interactive musically, and that does something as far as puzzles or other ideas. Or maybe it's just a music video that you're making, not even a game. So those were things that just came to mind immediately when I was playing around. Does that help at all? I don't know. I just wanted to throw out ideas when people were getting to the point where it was like already 45 minutes in.
Grappling hooking and flying is interesting, like having a zero gravity thing where you have to use a grappling hook to pull yourself to get anywhere. Maybe.
I was also thinking of some kind of like antechamber, like you can like pick up blocks and put them these, not these, acquire these.
Kind of like what you did with the Minecraft blocks.
Kind of like. Like this thing, you can like have a tooltip that you can place these things around anywhere.
Like a builder, so you could use that for the world building, and then you could just build some kind of like mechanic around the world building. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't like that you choose to go to a furry avatar though. The other avatar is pretty good. I don't know why I chose.
Let's see if I have the hook shot in any of the.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Mm.
I'm just questioning it.
What, me? Because I like this avatar. Like, this is the avatar I wanted to use for a while, but it kept on breaking because it was an SFM one.
Let's see if we have.
Such a piss take to do though. But it's
This shit
working.
took me forever to fucking make, so
Mm.
I'm not switching out of this anytime soon. Don't intend to either.
Let's see if I
intend
have
to
it
add more
in
mods, but
here.
That's really about it. Don't
I
intend
love
to.
my avatar because it's very. Nobody knows.
Oh no.
You don't have one, right?
Or do I?
Look, do I look like?
There we are.
Do I
This is
look like I
old.
know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of
There
the
it
god
is.
thing.
This is old. But let's see if it works.
See, I don't do work. I just do dumb shit because I'm.
To be honest, I
You've
just
seen
like
you've seen my dumb shit, right?
Have you seen my dumb shit?
Well, have a look at my
You
dumb
use
shit
it.
now.
Well, how does the logic look on it?
Clusterfuck.
Exactly.
Because I'm
Okay,
parsing
oops.
Jason.
Oh my god, why? Why do you parse in JSON? There's so many better ways to parse it. You choose to do JSON. Why do you hate yourself? Like, do people not realize that JSON is not intended to be humanly readable?
There's no.
It's like you're intentionally killing yourself.
Come look. Look,
I can't.
Let's see. Now we'll do this.
But it's parsed correctly.
Yoink. There we are.
There you go.
Oh.
You had the second.
Fucking hell. What?
Was the
Look, it's
grabbing angle not right?
Oh, Hokage's right. Yeah, the button for the menu doesn't work anymore. That's no good. Does this still work though?
I love Jason. Plus, my server sends out Jason anyway, or its database.
Oh yeah, these are special.
Oh, that was a good coffee.
Coffee good.
But yeah, I don't know. I got pissed off, so I just started making them. I don't know. There's like strings, but there's not much like in here. There's like strings.
Let's see.
UTF-16.
I haven't been able to change the grabbing angle on things with edit mode.
Even then, it's like char.
Is that something that's specific to doing the gesture, or?
Are you talking about being able to move the grip positioning?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's different now. You have to use it in not in edit mode
It's in the
anymore.
UI
It's
edit
in the
mode.
UI edit mode now. You have to
Oh,
use.
man.
No, that's easy. Hold down X and then tap A. Like your
Yeah.
menu buttons. Hold it and then tap quickly with the other one. There we are. Good.
Yeah, I
That
can't
works.
do that.
Why?
With my controls.
It even supports operators without scrolling.
Yep, this still works. Yeah, these still work.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
Yep.
The only downside is that variables are a bit fucky.
Yeah.
I can't really do anything.
Here we go.
because these are pre-generated.
So we have these. These were made during Creator Gym 8 actually. Old now. And they have there's 4 different types that Hokage made. These were specially made for the jam. And they have this is 25 meters and like we'll have to adjust this. The T's mean they need to be tagged. I can't remember what the tag name is. It might be grapple. If you tag that on an object, then they can grapple. If it not, then you can't grapple. So you can make things that can only be grappleable. And these are without any rules on it. So 25 meter and full. Full means it can just go as far as you want. Hey,
You forget to get rid of the
how's it going, Red Dragon?
objects you spawned.
Yep.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
So what
We're
I'm working on is the
now let's see. About a little more than 50 minutes into the first round. You're welcome to join a team. I would suggest you probably join this team because you're one of the people that have more of a modeling specialty, and on the other team there's already someone that has that specialty, so it would balance it out if you're interested. What the jam is about today is build battles, and so we're using, let me see, where did I put it? I know you're around here somewhere. There. Shwink. There. This is the asset pack that you can use for this. And you're welcome to take it apart in Blender and tear it to pieces and turn it into something else altogether. But you have to use these as your base and turn it into something from that. I don't know if they figured out what they're going to do yet, but it is, it's, there's, I guess, working on building the environment right now and messing with stuff. But yeah, you're welcome to use sound effects and music as long as it's copyright free, avatars, anything that you want, because there's no avatars inside this to work with. You're welcome to use any code or game mechanics from other stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
How are you doing today, by the way? I know I just went blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm alright.
I understand. Yeah. Well, I hope your day gets better for you.
Where, oh where is the thing?
But yeah, if you're interested in participation, you're welcome, but you don't have to feel
Okay.
obligated. They're all kind of doing some different crazy stuff right now.
That's interesting.
And then if you, well, I guess you can't see the competition unless you're not participating. Then you're welcome to go back and forth. But
Right.
I'm going to check out and see what those are doing. But yeah, nice to see you as always.
Yeah.
Me dual wielding dev tooltips like a boss.
Oh, if you're building, try and build a little bit outside the spawn area. That way, if people pop in.
Yeah. I'm actually like, this is literally the entire thing there. Is that little tortoise.
Okay. I'm going to see how the other group's doing. I'll be back. Wow. Didn't expect that. That's funny. That's funny. I didn't expect that. I pop in and I'm like hearing Mario and like see an environment going. Wow. How's it going, Gina?
Terrible.
Oh no! Why?
Well, I was working on a thing. Somebody told me something I didn't have to do it. We're doing it. It's way cheaper than mine. Mine was like fucking complicated. I didn't want to do it.
Oh. Have any of you guys saved?
Keep the rolling pattern.
Have you guys saved a copy of this world?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Why would I save something? What are you talking?
Actually, I need to do that with the world I'm in. Oh man.
What if I? Okay, let me put. Actually, what if I? Okay, hold on.
So, what are you all making? What's?
So So the thing I'm making is this spleef section, which is like, clicking on the box and it destroys, and you're running on it and you fall down.
Okay. Kind of like what you did with.
You spawn it with a whole bunch of people and you try and like knock them into the lava underneath by clicking on them and making them destroy and they fall.
Does it have a moving mechanic, kind of like what you did with
No.
Okay.
You're just running around trying to knock people.
Nice.
Destroying the boxes underneath them.
Could maybe spawn in some special cases with it. I'm gonna switch to trick question marks.
We can have like random like objects coming in from the sides and like knocking people all over the place.
Yeah,
so they
I guess.
They have to dodge
Oh,
objects and dodge each
That's
other.
reckless.
Yes.
Why did it? Oh, that's fine. Fine. Okay.
No pressure.
Okay. Yeah, no pressure. I'm the one who has to build.
They could start doing that and make it harder on people.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kind of thinking like what Bomberman does when like things close you in and other stuff like that.
Yeah, sorta. We'll see what pops up. I wonder. Anyway, let me switch this
Yeah,
out so it's a bit
better.
more sensible.
Let's see.
Oh, my bricks.
How goes it, Anomalous?
I gotta make pipes, I think.
Dealing with some set design?
I didn't keep that.
Oh, dealing with some set design?
I don't know what to call it that. Like I said, I am making pipes.
How are you snapping them?
I just put some snappable logics on them.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't want to rotate. That's what's weird. I must have messed up the rotate logics. Shoot.
Interesting.
Yeah, I must have to rotate. Okay. Somehow.
This is super interesting to watch everyone make stuff.
This position snapping is fine. It's just the rotating that I did something wrong with.
Interesting. Very cool. Fun. So this is team or question mark team? How did I know that there was gonna be something with bra? I didn't even know. I'm serious. I'm not even joking. I thought you guys were gonna call yourselves Team Bra.
Actually, was thinking of doing that, but like, well, I don't know. Like, everything doesn't have to be right, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
That's wrong excuse.
It's interesting to see everyone's different personalities all coming together. You all are awesome.
You're breathtaking.
That coronavirus joke, I appreciate that.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. I do have some sound effects, not tons, in the Creator Jam sound effects, but not all of them will work for what you're doing.
That's okay. Anomalous got me these ones, and these work.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to do something with this.
There you go.
Basically, when I click it, it makes new coins, but they're supposed to jump
This
out.
is very.
And it doesn't seem.
The sound of the stairs is like making me anxious.
What sound's making you anxious? The Mario?
The like we have the I just brought in the Super Mario full theme, so like while we're like working, so we have something going on in our ears, I guess. But,
yeah.
Like the stair theme was just playing, and it makes me like nervous.
That track's supposed to
like
be
anxious.
It's supposed to make you anxious.
Yeah.
Well, job well done, sound designers.
Oh no, like the timer is gonna come after this, isn't it? Like when you're drowning, like.
That would be funny to make like some kind of weird, crazy monster thing. Like we set a timer in here, and the world was gonna just like automatically close, and you have to save it before the. Ooh, that's a ruthless thing to do. I'm gonna have to think about that.
By the way, this is totally unrelated. I had today like an idea. I don't know. Like I just want to like put this out there. If it's not a good idea, that's fine. But like, I have an idea for a jam theme, maybe.
Yeah.
Like heaven and hell.
Oh, totally.
Basically, I would think that would be a fun theme. Like I can already think of some things.
That could have worked with the Upside Down World too.
Upside Down?
Remember when we did the Upside Down last week?
Oh,
Heaven and Hell.
Heaven and Hell.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that could be a nice theme.
That would be fun.
Think of stuff.
Do we have an Earth too? That like people like just hang out on Earth and then just like hit a button and you zoop up, or like you zoop up, or you like kill someone and then they like like you get moral points and you kill someone. Like then, well, I guess if you kill someone, then you'd go down.
That reminds me that when I was trying to be a game dev and I was playing around with UE4, I had this game idea where instead of having like a health bar when you were attacked and you dropped down beneath a threshold, you went from like angelic to demon, and then you would be fighting like different enemies, and then when your health bar dropped down again, you would flip over again. So it was kind of like a tug of war.
Okay.
And like
interesting.
Your context of like what state you're in, like if you're in hell or heaven in like the same space would just dictate like what you can see, what you can do, and like what you can interact with.
That's an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
We can maybe tie that
I
in.
didn't finish it, but
if you're interested, that's a good idea, man. And Monsoon.
I definitely want to approach that again. It just kind of reminded me with the heaven and hell theme.
If you'd like to approach that in a jam form, I'll put it down on the list of ideas. Like basically, the way I do ideas in Creative Jammers, I in general try and make it so it's varied, and then also I like to go with ideas that other people make before I use my own, and then I just build out a laundry list. And essentially, when I'm watching like a Mark Brown video, it's Mark Brown, right?
Oh yeah.
Or some other stuff
for GMTK.
And usually from those things, I'll get an idea, and then and I'll just write down ideas and just list them out forever. This one's been on the idea list from Purple actually for a while, and I've been wanting to do battles anyway. There's another type of battle that we might do later if this wasn't successful, but it looks like you guys are all awesome, and I know we'll definitely need a break, like after 3 hours or whenever this ends. I think people will need to like take a breather for a second, so I don't think you all want to go back into another battle immediately. Maybe, but
another. Are we doing multiples?
Yeah, 3 of them today. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Well, actually, maybe 2.5, maybe 2 like this, and then one that's smaller. Yeah.
It would like no hard feelings against anyone. Like I love you all, but like the next battle, like scramble up. The
Absolutely
teams
yes.
Again.
Yes. Absolutely yes.
Oh,
Because
so it's not always the same people.
Absolutely
playing with each other.
It works.
Like,
I agree. And if it ends up looking like the group, like randomized, ends up being like, only one person different, then I'm gonna move them around myself. Because I can move you guys in different groups and know. I couldn't hear anything you said, but I knew exactly what you were saying.
I'm surprised that my thing works.
Yeah, basically, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I agree. Different personality combinations really make for different, like, neat, cool things that people make. Like, it's like this one is definitely, well, actually, everyone's really goofy, but certainly, well, everyone all has a good sense of humor too. I don't know. Never mind. There's just like everyone has their own flavor of like how they create things and how they act. So,
it's funny. I also got the idea that I mentioned for the for that health bar mechanic thing was also from a Mark Brown video.
Oh, cool.
Because it was when he mentioned something about how like health doesn't necessarily like have to be tied in specifically with like if you're alive or not. It can be tied in with other things.
Nice.
And then that just automatically makes it more interesting.
I agree. I don't think it's been explored enough, really. They kind of did it in a subtle way, which wasn't in a bar that you see, but in Undertale, which is always noted.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the idea that we're making one that there's so many bars that you have to like really do. It's just almost like kind of like playing off of life, like of making sure to balance out everything. And you're like, even though there's too much to look at, that might be fun too.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things I suggested for what we were gonna make was like a resource management game where like we had like the 4 different colored blocks, but I had an idea that like we could have like your like platforms that you're standing on are the 4 different colors, and like if you punch a block of the specific color, then it would increase the lifetime of that color of block. But then like the blocks themselves can only be touched physically, and like you would need to like rapidly go like between different blocks and like smack them, but like it would be kind of a race to figure out like which kind of platform you need the most. So you'd like run over to this one, like I need more yellow platforms, so I like smack this a whole bunch, and then I have to run off to the next color that I think I need next.
That's funny.
Might be fun.
Kind of like Clax, like an old Clax game was these things would fall and you needed to, well, there's just more stacking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's fun.
Now I'm just glad I have this working.
Nice. That's fun.
Mhm. Oh, you don't have a touch to get it.
That's right. That's satisfying in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. I'll move this somewhere important.
Well, it's looking cool. You guys look forward to seeing how it changes. All right, lots of cool stuff. Wow. Oh, hey. Hey, Turk. Cool. Nice. If you're interested in participating later, Turk, that'll be cool. Basically, the teams are doing their interesting stuff. Everything's shaping up in its own way. How goes it? Not a team?
Good question. I'm now just playing around with a lollipop. I'm not quite sure what Jeff was up to over here. Looks like he's building with drain pipes. We've got this wooden platform that kind of follows you as you walk through.
That's right.
space. And I have no idea what Lucas is up to.
It's interesting. I like everyone's approaches are different. Like the approach in other areas is a little different than this one. It looks like you all are building like mechanics and other major aspects, and then environment will be like polished around these things, from what I can tell. Nice.
Well, I think it's kind of tricky to I guess decide on exactly what mechanics you would want to do. And like how it would make gameplay involved. Oh, I see. There's a fog volume box.
I can't tell what it is. Oh, you can click between these though. Should I not be touching these, Lucas? Uh-oh, I can't hear you, Lucas. Oh, I need to do a save backup of this world, actually. It's getting a little slow somehow. What is slowing up this world? Oh. Let's save this out. Oh, we're saving it backup. Redundant backup. All right. Redundantly saved. There we are. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna need to do this. Save on my frames. How are you all doing with your frames? You all doing okay? Okay. So I'm definitely getting a little bit of... What's that? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of voice stagger. Might need to close and get back in here. Maybe that'll help. Let's see. Let's leave and then come back. It's kind of a lighter day in the Jammy world, or in the Neos land. It's a nice summer's day. How can you be inside in VR? For some people, I like both. Good idea, Turk, for eating some food, man. I'll slam after the first round. Okay. Yeah. How's it going, Phelan?
Good enough for being later. Basically, all I'm doing is making a logic dev chip that has all of the items in it, and you can select it at the radio menu. What object you want to spawn in front of you like grid.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So it'll be like a generator in a way. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Boop. And boop. Let's see. Let's have extra time. Maybe when there's extra time like this, maybe I'll work on some stuff. What? Never. So we'll do a really rough layout of let's see. Oh. Doop.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on the grabbable receiver surface temporarily. If that's going to be a problem, anyone just let me know. Boop. There we are, good. That's about right. Nah, that's a little too much. That's good then. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do something.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 8. This would be 8 right here. Nope. Let's see. This is 1, 2. 3 on extra. Actually, that's okay. Actually, we'll keep it opaque right now, then we'll change it to a multiply, I think, or an additive, something really soft. And then eventually, the idea is eventually this entrance area, this will be the rough version. Eventually there'll be something much nicer looking. We have some interactivity, and that interactivity will okay. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Eventually, it'll be kind of like a room that you go in, like an intro room, closes you off, but gives you information for creator jams. Not messy like all of this, and be fairly organized so someone can see what this place is about, and then from there, they'll be able to easily click and jump out of it. It'll be set, the room will be set in such a way that you'll still be able to see the user if you're not, but the user will not be able to see you immediately. So that way, before you go into a jam that's like a giant construction zone, you'll be in this mild calm for just a hot second, just to explain things that I explain a lot of times for new users and people that are just coming into jams, getting an idea. And then from that, it'll help kind of direct people for help and other stuff that they need, as well as kind of giving the general ethos of the jam itself. And then a lot of the stuff that's like nice accessibility tools, those will be in a section, so that way in the beginning you can see it, but you don't have to access it unless you want to. Guidelines will be, these will actually be set up in some kind of more designed layout like this. And these are all temporary. These are a quick fix to being able to make jams a little bit more understandable and usable. The support will be with these things being able to give through like Patreon or Neos credits and stuff like that. Being part of Discord, that'll be in its own section. And then free stuff, you got to have like a big free stuff sign. I mean, who doesn't want that? This user list, I'm not sure if I'll keep it here. I think it's kind of encouraging to see all the people, but it might just be something that's better left hidden. The robot, we'll see what we do with it. Definitely this will be someplace prominent that people will be able to easily understand and access, so we know when performance issues are there. That'll be kind of in the, and then credits section will be for when there is credits, but also like a photo booth, so people know that they can use the photo booth for credits. So yeah, and then there'll be an area for like what's going on with the theme eventually that'll be able to be updated easily and intelligent. But right now, it's interesting contrast. Last week was a very heavy week with 69 people, 34 new users. This week's really light. which I'm totally fine with that. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. But always a lot of great people, and that's an excellent thing just in general with Neos and Creator Jams. How are you all doing on the stream? How's your day been? Hey, welcome back, Mentalish. How's it going? Oh crap! I think I'm gonna have to reset Neos. I got the weird audio bug. Yeah, no one else has that, do you?
Nope.
Okay, well, nuts. All right, well, I will see you all shortly. And the stream will be down just for a minute as I reset Neos. I'll see you all very soon.